is a shot at the heavyweight championship on May 15th at Hard Justice. This is something that AJ Styles wants so badly. The Monster Abyss, we can only imagine what this would mean to him. And these two, with their history, Mike, have put on some of the greatest bouts in the history of TNA.
How about this week on Impact? AJ Styles took the bullet for his tag partner, Jeff Hardy. Abyss hit him with a steel chain. Then he whipped him with the chain. He wrapped it around AJ's neck, and he continued to yank and crank on the chain. And as we went off the air, I'll never forget that visual, that image of the phenomenal AJ Styles being placed on a gurney, being carted out of the impact zone on a stretcher, and watching him fight back with everything he had.
I asked him today how he felt before this match, and he was like, I can't even think about pain. I can't even think about anything than what I've got in task, because if I do, then my mind's not on what I've got to be doing.
AJ in the ring, and here comes 6 foot 8 inches tall. Here comes 350 pounds of an unpredictable, of an uncontrollable monster by the name of Abyss. And I think AJ said it best on, it was an interview recently on Impact. The franchise Shane Douglas asked him about Abyss, and AJ said, I'm not afraid of Abyss, but I have to admit, I'm afraid of what Abyss can do.
Oh, if you don't, the minute you don't respect 6'8", 350 pounds of an incredible agility that this guy has, then that's the last match of your life. Oh, AJ, did you see that? Didn't even wait. He just came flying out of the cage. Do you realize what he had to do?
Yes.
He had to go through that opening right there, and he lands on Abyss, and that's how you take it to the monster.
That's the most incredible jump start to a match I've ever seen. Literally jumping, flip diving under the monster Abyss, and AJ's telling this monster that he's going to take control, but oh, look at him slide through. That way he avoids the contact with the steel.
He's so incredible. He thinks about things like nobody else can. He reacts so quickly, and AJ Styles has just absolutely got this crowd on their feet as he does things that mortal Mick can only dream of doing.
He then springboards off the steel, snaps off the Hurricane Rana, and here we go. I've never heard a bell ring. I'm not sure the match is actually legally underway, but AJ's going to take a look out.
Right into the announce table right here that's barely standing after everybody that's been here. AJ Styles, can you imagine this? Taking total control. I still can't get over that leap, that somersault that he took through that opening at the beginning.
It really was a thing of beauty, but it worked to perfection at the same time.
I don't even know if a cameraman was even ready for that. Nobody else was.
And Abyss wasn't, I know that.
Oh, look at that nice move right there by Abyss, just to stop the momentum somewhat. You've got to do something. He's got such a size advantage, he's got to use it. Now, AJ Styles is smart in this respect. Try to keep Abyss outside this cage for as long as you can, because he's got more maneuverability. Once Abyss gets him inside, AJ's moves are going to be restricted.
You know, that may have been the idea, the thought of the strategy. Check this out. AJ he springboarded off the steel over the top of 5 rows of fans.
Look at that, and he goes right over the fans, and he nails them, and this crowd goes there seeing one of the greatest athletes in the world.
You know what? I don't think the word phenomenal does him justice.
Look at this. I mean, and Abyss couldn't see him because of the fans in the way. Great strategy by AJ Styles.
Oh my God, he flew over the top of the fans twice.
We've seen him slide underneath rails. We've seen him go through openings that you could barely fit a toaster through. We've seen him jump over the crowds of 6 rows of people.
Oh my God, he just crashed and burned.
Oh, well, it happens. You go to the well one time too often, and AJ's grabbing right away to his side.
Abyss was able to sidestep, move out of the way. AJ flying over the safety rail and then just landed on the concrete.
And
no padding, no protection out there.
He's got no help right now, and this is what Abyss needed to just close it up. And he just has such an advantage when they're locked up like this. And AJ Styles is going to have to find a way to get away. And
Well, you make a good point, because when it turns to a brawl, when it turns to a fight like we're witnessing here, it is advantage Abyss.
How do you brawl with Abyss? I mean, it just doesn't even seem possible. And man, AJ's he's got to somehow get away, and I think he's still reeling. And man, every blow that Abyss hits him, the force of that 350 pounds, man.
Stalking him with every step that AJ climbs. Abyss is right there on his tail. Styles tries to fight back. In the midst of the crowd here at the Impact Zone.
Oh, I'll tell you what, this crowd that came here tonight saw something special, match after match, and think about how we're ending it right here with AJ Styles and Abyss with a shot at the title on the line. And he's got him in the choke slam and just flings him.
He had him goozled. He had that big mitt right around the neck and the throat of AJ, and he took him, he threw him about 4 or 5 steps up to where AJ's back made contact with that fence, that wire fence that they've got.
The cage that we've got people locked in here. And I'll tell you something, he flung him a good 12 feet right there. I mean, that just shows you the power of the Monster Abyss.
Yeah, who would think that the lockdown cage used to lock down the Impact Zone could be used as a weapon, but the Monster Abyss is pulling out all the stops.
AJ Styles has just got to fight. Now he almost needs to get into the cage just to get away and somehow get his bearings. His Abyss is just not letting him, not to mention you can see his back as he rakes across those steps as he falls down.
Abyss right on him, picks AJ up and just tosses and flings it.
Look at that. Showing no mercy whatsoever. Not that you would expect him to, and not that he should.
Especially when you consider what's at stake, Don, because to the winner goes a shot at Jeff Jarrett. And the NWA World's Heavyweight title, May 15 at Hard Justice. Elbow to the back of the head, drops Styles again. And that smart move, we called it smart by AJ. Take the preemptive strike, dive through the cage. It's now coming back to haunt him.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's got to hope that he's taken a little bit out of Abyss, and that he can find a way to get it back to his advantage, but Abyss is just not letting up right now and not giving AJ Styles any chance to catch his breath, any chance to get any kind of momentum. And you know, you mentioned what AJ said, you've got to fear what this guy can do to you. And right now, Abyss is doing it.
Look at the bruises on the back of AJ Styles. That shows you right there. There's the proof. There's the evidence of the power of the Monster Abyss, and look at Styles fight back.
Think of everything we've seen, and they haven't even gotten into the cage yet. This match is not going to end until these guys get in that cage.
Oh, you're right. I never even heard the bell ring, so I'm not even sure that we have a legal match at this point.
I think we just got to fight. Oh, AJ Styles, and then what's he doing? Oh, he throws him into the rail. It just didn't look like he had enough momentum to really do a knockout blow right there to Abyss. As you can see, Abyss catching his breath, and now AJ realizes that all roads lead to Rome, and this is what he's got to do. Oh, but he decides to go take another shot before he does.
Yeah, rethinking for the moment. Not deciding to go back into the cage, but instead lay a couple of right hands to the side of the head of Abyss.
Here he goes as he's getting ready to work his way in, and oh, wait a minute! Oh! Abyss just stole an opportunity!
Oh my God! Right in his face!
He just took him completely out! Just leveled him right there! Did you see that?
We've got to look at this.
Look at this one! Oh, that hurts!
Oh my God!
Oh, that hurts!
You can't even see that again. He flung it with all of his might, with all of his strength. And Don, I don't think it was the mesh from the cage. I think it was the steel pole from the cage door. Look at this!
And he's just not even letting up as he does it again.
Oh, we talked about the levels of...
Oh, that's the first one. Now look at the second one. Oh! Sends him down.
It's tough to watch.
And then he did it again.
We talked about it from the top of the show over 2.5 hours ago.
Oh, AJ, well, you knew what happened.
The violence, the barbarism, the brutality that we've witnessed. And as the blood pours down the face of AJ, Abyss with just shot after shot right into the open wound.
I'll tell you what, that second shot, though, you saw it hit him right there in the head. And it was like the bottom of that gate. And if you look at it, there's no protection on it. Just cut him wide open, and then Abyss.
You're right, it just sliced him.
It did. Oh, man. And now Abyss throwing the chain that he's so famous for bringing out with him. What's he doing now? What in the world's he doing? Oh no, don't tell me. Don't tell me the crowd knows what it is. We've seen it before.
Measuring him now. You're right, we saw this last month at Destination X. Remember when he took this bag in against Jeff Hardy?
Full of, we know, of about 1,000 packs.
AJ, just look at this, tries to get up to his feet, but he can't. He just crumpled, he went down. Match is now underway here inside the cage. It's official as we see Abyss. Oh, come from behind and just power him down. Gonna pick up the chain.
Still just
shades of what we saw on Impact when he wrapped that chain repeatedly around the neck of AJ.
Now think about this. They'll think about what'll happen to the blood as he's wrapping that around his neck. Remember when we saw that coaching clutch that Christopher Daniels had on him that one time and the blood just spurted out? I mean, that's what you got to think about in a time like this. How it can make him weak, and AJ fighting with everything, trying to get it unwrapped.
What he's got to do.
Oh, what a boot right there by Abyss.
He had all of his attention, though, focused on trying to take the chain around his neck. And as soon as he turns around, as soon as he takes that chain off, Abyss takes him down with the big boot and again picks up the steel.
Oh, look at this. AJ is the crowd trying to get behind him. Look at that. We know when it happened, when Abyss just leveled him with the gate. And now you see Abyss, what's he doing? He's wrapping it around.
That's one way to use it as a weapon, isn't it?
Oh, and think about his head landing straight into that chain.
AJ trying to fight back.
We've seen this guy, though, come back from nowhere. We've seen this guy on the brink of defeat and somehow finds a way.
But have we seen him under these kind of conditions?
No, we haven't.
With losing all of his strength with the blood, being blinded by the blood, and facing someone who's 6'8", 350, vicious elbow rock styles.
Oh, look at that elbow right on top of it. Wow, Abyss just flung him up over the top, and again, oh, it's a sight. Get the children out of the room, parents. They don't need to see this.
Styles high into the air, the crash landing, yes. Face first, head first, the open wound right into that steel chain wrapped around the turnbuckle. Look out!
Oh, and he just throws him into the wall of steel. I'm gonna tell you something, Abyss is in total control. AJ Styles, you had to realize that this could happen. We almost look at him as kind of superhuman at times, and he's not. He bleeds just like the rest of us, and Abyss is in total control.
AJ is going to need some kind of a superhuman effort plus to come back as he flings him again. Head first and face first. Right into the steel pin.
1, 2. Oh, he gets out of it. And a part of me almost was hoping that they could end the slaughter.
I thought the same thing. But when you consider that this is an opportunity for one of these two men to get a shot at Jarrett in the NWA title, you saw how AJ dug deep and squirmed right out of the pin attempt.
Look at this as he's just applying the pressure, and you can see it flowing. AJ, screaming. I don't think I've ever heard him scream in pain like that before. It's reverberating here.
It's almost as if he's got a vice wrapped around his head and around his neck. Those big hands of Abyss. AJ elbows not having much effect now off the ropes.
Don't forget the bag of tacks that we already know is lying inside the Abyss. Oh, that's how strong this guy is.
High into the air goes Styles.
He was actually looking over the top of the cage before he started the journey back down.
And then directly crashing down to the canvas. Abyss something else in mind with the steel chain, now unwrapping it from the corner turnbuckle.
We always talk about how Abyss gets focused on something when he gets a goal in
Tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision. Well, his goal is obviously a chance at the World Heavyweight Championship at Hard Justice. And he is focused, he's driven, and he's in total control.
The crowd here at the Impact Zone, they're just amazed by the spectacle that they've seen tonight at Lockdown. Styles off into the ropes, press slam high above the head.
Oh, did you see that? We talked about how he can do things that nobody else can do. What a counter, and he was able to drill him right there on the chain.
AJ's version of the DDT, and the monster lands head first. face first into the steel. Check this out, folks.
Oh, that is something spectacular. How can you counter up there? I mean, he's taking a beating. That's just when you've got to fight through the pain. You've got to get focused. You knew he was looking for one opportunity to do something.
At what point, though, does this loss of blood just impact AJ so negatively that he loses strength? He's slow to get back up.
Ooh, nice
but when
right.
he does, he's prepared.
Oh, how does he get the extension on the kick like that?
You're right, how did he get so high up into the air at a point in the match where he's been so weakened off the ropes?
And there he goes again, and he flips the fist over. Now you can feel it. You can feel the drive in him.
Tilt-a-whirl head scissors by Styles. And then come at him again.
Oh, look at this. Oh, and he fights it, but Abyss fights him off.
Oh, you're right. He came crashing down on the back of Abyss. It rocked Abyss. I think it surprised AJ as well.
I'll tell you what, though, that just shows you how strong Abyss is. Oh, nice move right there by AJ. Able to get the legs up. Abyss goes into the chair. Now look at this strength of AJ Styles.
German suplex on a 350-pounder.
No!
I never thought I'd see AJ take him overhead like that.
I'll tell you what, how does he have the strength after everything he's gone
especially
through?
at this point of the match with the loss of blood that we've seen. It looks like he's...
Is he going to try it?
I thought it was an attempt at the Styles clash.
No, I don't think...
Think better of it, AJ. God, think better of it.
This guy's too strong. Oh, look at him. He's got him in the chokehold right there. Here he goes. He's going to choke slam it. Look at AJ.
Roll up. Pin.
2. Whoa, he fights out.
Near fall for Styles, just not able to put the monster away. Both men back up to their feet. AJ.
Oh, look at that. He knows he has to take advantage of every opportunity. Uses the momentum because he's got to hit him with as much force as he's got.
Running close. Oh, slam! He walked right into it. The patented finishing move of Abyss.
Oh, this is over. All he's got to do is roll him over in Abyss.
Here it comes.
He's going to get a shot.
1, 2.
It's over. No, he gets out of it.
Out of the black hole slam.
Nobody
gets unbelievable. How does he do it? Abyss trying to regroup as well. Almost as if Abyss trying to get his win.
Oh, no. We knew he had it.
The bag.
No way. AJ has no defense. You know, right now, Abyss could probably lay on top of him and pin him, but now it's about showing you.
It's been a night.
About who's the boss.
You're right. It's been a night when people in the Impact Zone, and I'm sure people at home, have had to look away from the screen, and maybe never more than this.
Look at the tacks right there, folks. Thousands and thousands of tacks.
And look at Abyss spread the tacks to give him more coverage. Oh, God. And, of course, AJ, completely unprotected, sent off into the ropes.
Oh, wait a minute, AJ.
He was able to counter that black hole. Float over. Series of shots.
Black hole slam into those. AJ giving it everything he's got.
AJ gonna try and rock him.
Oh, nice shot right there by Abyss.
You can see that AJ made eye contact with the tacks, and you saw his strategy.
He's looking at him right now. Here he goes.
Fighting him off. Abyss, it looks like gonna try and powerbomb him into the tacks, but AJ
wait a minute.
off.
Styles clash.
No chance.
Right, oh God. He put the Styles clash into the tags. AJ able to counter. Holy shit. Oh, look at that. They're just all over Abyss.
The punctures, the perforations, all over the body of Abyss. Pin. No, just 2.
Oh, man. How did Abyss fight through that?
You've got to be kidding me.
Just 2. As you can see, look at him. They're just all in his body.
AJ right back to it. AJ, right hand to the side of the head of Abyss. How are you ever going to put him away when you haven't been able to beat him to this point?
I'll tell you what, though, the same thing can be said about AJ Styles. This guy has been down and out 5 times. Look at him, no way. He's going up to the top. And
AJ!
Abyss trying to get to his feet as he's knocking the tags off of his body.
We wondered if the cage would hinder AJ.
Oh, no, wait a minute. He just throws the referee right into the cage, which causes AJ to fall on the backside. He's holding on for dear life.
Your double effect. It knocks out the referee and it knocked down AJ. Oh, God.
Great move right there by Abyss. You got to respect that. Using the referee as AJ was going to come down for the finishing blow.
Abyss just running and jumping right into the cage. He's trying to knock Styles down. Now he's got the steel chain. AJ just hanging precariously from the top of the cage.
Don't tell me what he's going to do with that chain. Look at this. AJ's fighting to hold on. And Abyss has the chain in hand.
AJ trying to fight it off.
He's trying to wrap it around his neck.
And AJ's trying to stop him.
Oh no, but now if AJ falls, he's gonna hang himself.
That's exactly right. What's your option at this point? You have none. Oh, and he's hanging him.
He's just draining the life out of him right there.
Watch AJ's legs kicking.
He's gotta somehow breach the distance so that he can breathe.
That's what he has to do. He's got to close that gap, Don.
But he's got to be careful.
How can you? Because the chain is wrapped around his neck. It's just soaking the life out of him.
Abyss just pulling on it, pulling on it. He knows he's got AJ where he wants him.
AJ trying to climb back up to the cage.
Abyss with another blow. Trying to knock AJ. Oh no!
Not from there.
He's caught him in the chokehold from the top of the cage. Oh, look at it. AJ's biting his finger. AJ's biting his thumb right there.
Whatever you have to do, AJ.
Yes, and he power bombs him.
Oh, God. Sunset flip power bomb. Back first into the tags.
This is his chance.
Can he cover him? Can he pin him? Count winners. Count one. Count two.
Yeah.
What a night!
An incredible night! Historical night!
What a night, ladies and gentlemen! Yes, you've been a part of wrestling history because you've joined us on a TNA pay-per-view!
He's coming for one fall. Being led to the ring by James Mitchell. Weighing in excess of over 350 pounds, he is the monster, Abyss!
6 feet 8 inches tall, 350 pounds of uncontrollable fury. Can the man accompanying him to the ring, James Mitchell, can he keep him in control? Or does he even want to?
If anybody can, he's the only one that I've ever seen that had any semblance of control over that monster. But like you said, when it all breaks down, Abyss has a one-track mind, and nobody is going to get in that way.
Let's hear from James Mitchell.
Sabu, you, sir, are on the fast track to extinction. Abyss had no problem with you until you decided to stick your nose in his business and interfere when he was in the midst of decimating Raven. Now, Sabu, you may be a hardcore icon, but not even you can withstand a head-on collision with a 6'8", 350-pound weapon of mass destruction. So since you're so hardcore and I'm feeling charitable, let's do things your way. Let's throw the rule book out of the window and make this a no disqualification match. But just rest assured, Sabu, that when you stick your head through these ropes tonight, you will be signing your own death warrant.
Sabu in the ring for the no disqualification matchup against the Monster Abyss. And look at Sabu going to try and take him down with right hands. I'm not sure that's a wise move.
No, it wasn't, and you can see Abyss just fed off of it right there. When he went for the third one, he was ready and he caught it in midair. That just shows you how agile Abyss can be. Think about how difficult that is to catch a punch in midair, and he did it.
When you match up two of the most unpredictable, most out-of-control wrestlers in the history of this business, when you factor in James Mitchell at ringside in the corner of Abyss, you know this is going to be a match where the referee's role has to be merely to count three and raise the winner, maybe even raise the survivor's hand. They're going to turn them loose here. It's no disqualification.
I mean, we've seen Abyss in some of the most brutal matches in TNA history, but look at Sabu. This guy's got more scars on his body than anybody I've ever seen. He's been through the wars. I mean, think about what a man's gone through to get those scars.
Yeah, think of how intimidating that would be to the normal wrestler. But you're not talking normal when you're talking 6'8", 350 pounds of a monster named Abyss.
Well, there's nothing normal about either one of these two guys. They're made of things that normal men will never, ever feel in their lifetime. The ability to ignore pain. The ability to come back when it's all been against you. The ability to go through tables and chairs and you name it. And to come back and live to fight another day.
Sabu able to get the boots up, catching the on-charging Abyss. This is the problem when you have a 125-pound weight advantage as Abyss just took him overhead with the suplex.
Think about everything that Sabu has gone through here in recent times and the dedication that he's given himself to getting back in shape. I mean, he's as in good shape as I've ever seen him.
Well, you're right. It really is an incredible success story. Sabu handed in a steel chair, I think, from the crowd here at the Impact Zone, but Abyss cut him off.
And Abyss stomped on that chair and it caught Sabu's fingers. Oh, and look at that! And Sabu just took him out of the feet.
Well, that's what you do when you have someone who's, what would you say, down in the neighborhood of maybe 8, 10 inches taller?
Oh, man, absolutely. And getting ready to bring the chair on him, and Sabu found a way to counter it. And that's what you do when you're at that weight disadvantage.
Wow, dropped the leg with the steel chair and then just bowled him over into a pin attempt. Now going to set up the chair. Sabu spring.
Oh, he goes right at him, and they both go flying over the top rope right there.
Impact to the clothesline from Sabu. Takes Abyss directly down the floor. Look at Mitchell getting right in the monster's face.
Right there, look at this, Sabu going right for the table. I mean, James Mitchell made it a no disqualification match. So Sabu's going to use whatever he's got at his disposal.
Sabu going to position the table at ringside. Got one leg stacked up. Oh, he's got something in store here for Abyss, that's for sure. Reels off a series of right hands, but Abyss caught him with the knee. Look out, Sabu into the steam.
The problem was that the table buckled on him, and it took Sabu a little bit longer to set it up the way he wanted to. And that gave Abyss time to recover, and now Abyss going for a table of his own.
You're right, Abyss underneath the ring, and we've talked about this before. He gets so focused with that tunnel vision, something like taking the table from underneath the ring, that enabled Sabu to come from behind, but I think Mitchell motioned or called out to Abyss that Sabu was headed towards him.
I think you're absolutely right. You see, Abyss just right now just wants to get focused on his job as he sends Sabu back to the ring. But here goes Sabu, and wow! Comes right at him and catches Abyss right on top of the head.
Springing off the steel chair, then crashing down directly across the Abyss, took him out, but well, you know what? Sabu not afraid to sacrifice his own body, and you just saw it there up close and personal.
Well, he's going to have to. I mean, that's just the only way he's going to be able to beat somebody of that size. You've got to use your body and make the weight count more than it is, and by doing that, you've got to come over the top ropes and hit him from up high. You've got to get some kind of trajectory, and that's what he did right there. He's going to have to use every agile move that he's got.
And a move like that as well. That's how you counter-attack. 125-pound and an 8-inch height advantage at the same time. You take the big man down. Double spring.
Oh, man! Sabu's on fire right now!
DDT. Dropped him straight down. But you can see Sabu holding onto his chest as well.
Well, every time you do something like that, it also has a price that you're going to pay. And shot.
Lift him up into the air, and check this out. Sabu rocks him with those rights. Talk about a precarious position for Abyss.
Oh, he's right there dangling on the ropes, and I'll tell you something, there was no open hands right there either by Sabu. Hey, it's no disqualification for the closed fist. All right, roll! Oh, man, that had to hurt. He just slung him over, and he caught it, and he didn't. Oh, my gosh, you got to show that again.
Have to watch this. Sabu charges it.
Hits the chair out of the way. Oh, my God.
And then in one fluid motion, he takes him overhead, and wow, you see the results and you see the impact. Look at that table.
Well, you want to know how he got it?
Look at Sabu.
A guy gets 1,000 scars on his back. He just got 2 or 3 more right there.
What an opportunity this is for the Monster Abyss.
Oh, he's got all the momentum right now. Sabu is out of breath.
Fans motioning, it's time to finish him off.
2.
No! Not that easy, not that simple.
Oh, that table was just demolished in front of us. I mean, you see wires and legs and everything sticking through it. I wonder how much damage was done to his body on that. Uh-oh.
Now the opposite side of the ring, the Monster Abyss going underneath to get yet another table.
Well, he's going for the kill right here. He realizes he's got Sabu reeling. Oh, Sabu though comes right at him with the right and the knee by Abyss.
Mitchell directing traffic at ringside, while Abyss going to position the table in the ring. Look out, Sabu with the steel chair shot.
Catches him on the back right there. Oh, he brings it right to the top of the head. Oh! You can just feel that, Mike. I mean, he just... 1, 2. Oh, showing the muscle. Just flung him back like it was nothing.
Vicious, violent, lethal chair shots by Sabu. But amazingly, Abyss not going to be taken down for the 3 count.
Oh, look at that. Battle-worn body he's got right there. And I'll tell you something. Right now, he's ignoring all the pain. Look at this. Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
That's the only word that describes it. He positioned the steel chair underneath the leg, put him with the leg drop, and sandwiched him through the table. My God, that's high impact.
I don't think I've ever seen Abyss flopping around like a fish, and he just did. But oh, it caught Sabu. Look at that. He can't even get up on his own.
You're right, Donnie. He's trying to regroup here. You can tell that he's trying to clear the cobweb. 1, 2.
Oh, look at this. Oh, James Mitchell put the foot on the rope. Referee Rudy Charles didn't see Mitchell do it. He just happened to be in the right place. Oh, Sabu can't believe it. You know Sabu knows who's responsible. He's pointing at Father Mitchell right now. Oh.
Sabu gonna bring Mitchell in. He's got his back turned to Abyss.
Tell you what, Mitchell took one right there for Abyss, as he knew he had Sabu so enraged. And now look at this. Got him in that torture rack, Mike.
And shock treatment. Drop down Sabu. You saw Abyss at the same time crashing into the table as well.
Oh, you just gotta know that the ribs of Sabu, oh no! He's somehow, look at him go right back to those ribs. He is beat up, the pain is obvious. Abyss has got to be in pain himself, we just can't see it on his face.
Level of violence in this no disqualification matchup. Exactly what we anticipated. Again, Mitchell has a game plan. He's got some strategy. Abyss drops out to the floor. Mitchell laying down the law.
What's he saying? He's pointing down.
He's gonna get the time. He's gonna get.
Oh, he is! And listen to the crowd, they know what's in there. Thousands and thousands of little needles. Thousands and thousands of thumbtacks.
The Monster Abyss goes underneath the 6-sided ring. Brings the thumbtacks in. Drops Sabu with the right hand. Look out. I don't blame you. Referee Rudy Charles bails out.
Yeah. Hey, that's no place right now for a referee to get in the middle of this.
No disqualification. Anything goes, and there's the thumbtack.
Look at that visual.
You saw Abyss trying to spread the thumbtacks so that they do more damage. He's got him throttled. Is he going to try and choke slam him into the tacks?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Falls Count Anywhere match that is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Main Event Mafia from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He is professional wrestling, only Olympic gold medalist. He is Kurt Angle.
On the heels of the memorable, on the heels of the unforgettable matchup at Bound for Glory involving the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle and Jeff Jarrett, Kurt Angle has demanded a return match with the founder of TNA. Jeff Jarrett says no, I've got to go back to my business work with TNA. Kurt Angle not getting that return match with Jeff Jarrett, instead set to face 6'8", 350 pounds of the Monster Abyss. But this is not any match. This is Falls Count Anywhere.
And his opponent stands 6 feet 8 inches tall. He weighs 350 pounds. He is the Monster Abyss.
Well, one thing's obvious, and you brought it up. After Jeff Jarrett beat Kurt Angle, he just can't accept it, so he's focusing on getting Jeff back in that ring. Well, one thing we know about Abyss, this guy's got a one-track mind. He's got tunnel vision. He's focused on only one thing, and that's hurting Kurt Angle. When you got a guy that big, who's that agile, you can't take it for granted. And I'm going to tell you, if Kurt Angle, as great as he is, loses his focus for a second, Abyss will make him pay, and he'll make him pay badly.
What's been the one constant in recent weeks when we've seen the Monster Abyss and Kurt Angle square off? I think back to Las Vegas. I think the recent editions of Impact. And that has been Kurt Angle doing everything within his power to avoid Abyss, to stay away from it, to get on his bicycle, and quite honestly, in Abyss's words, to run. Not gonna matter tonight, because look out, ladies and gentlemen. I know the ring's not going to hold them. There's a reason this match is Falls Count Anywhere. Put your seatbelt on, Don West.
I'll tell you what, if you're in the stands, there's a good chance you're going to get up close and personal with one or both of these guys. So be very careful so you don't get hurt, because Abyss put this stipulation in place so there was nowhere Kurt could run, nowhere Kurt could hide. You can hear the crowd. They can sense it.
Fever
pitch.
They can feel it. And look at what happens just as Abyss goes towards Kurt Angle. He immediately drops down to the arena floor. You see him trying to fire himself up, slapping himself in the face. Kurt Angle realizes that when you're facing someone, the size, the weight, the edge that Abyss has, he's going to need, Don, to use an offense that's totally different against, let's just say, a Jeff Jarrett or any other opponent that he might face.
I'll tell you, two people I know of, well, actually a whole locker room that I know of, is really rooting for the Monster Abyss here, because think of what just happened.
True.
Christian Cage just becomes a member of the Main Event Mafia. They've gotten even stronger, adding another world champion to their fold. So what a blow it would be to the Main Event Mafia if Abyss can get this win here tonight and kind of just stop that momentum, and not just any win. Let's face it, Kurt Angle, he's the spokesperson for the Main Event Mafia.
Just shows you how important this matchup is tonight here at Turning Point. Again, Abyss stalks Angle, and out of the corner, Angle is just quickly overpowered, sent right back in, and look at Abyss with those big shots to the top of the head. He must have hit him a dozen times or more.
I'll tell you what, he had extra oomph in those blows. I mean, it just pushing Slick Johnson out of the way. I mean, there's just no way you're going to get in between these two. But Kurt Angle, so good, but wow, ran right into that clothesline. That wasn't a clothesline, it was like a steel cable.
Here he comes. Almost had him squashed in the corner. Speed of Angle, able to move out of the way. And now, pretty obvious what Angle's game plan is right here. You saw him totally focusing on the knee of Abyss. It's in an effort to wear him down for what's eventually going to be, in Angle's mind, an attempt at his patented ankle lock submission move, but boy, he's not having much success. And this could be shock treatment time right here.
He's got him up early, and wow! Oh, my gosh, he just jarred that back. Two. Oh, I thought it was over. I mean, think about a back that's been broken as many times as his. To deal with that shock treatment. You can see it, and look at that clothesline as he sends Kurt Angle out. Wow, Abyss. This is pointing at the crowd. The crowd knows it. They're like, come on up. Listen to this.
Feeding off the crowd, and look at Angle trying to escape, trying to run for his life, but Abyss is right on him, and Abyss comes over the guardrail. And Abyss has all of his allies and the fans out here as well, Don, and he goes right up the steps, yanks Angle down, and goes right back to the offense. Look at these shots to the head.
Well, Kurt Angle's trying to find someplace where he can get some room. Again, the cameramen who work harder than anybody in this building, trying to find a spot amongst this crowd to give us a view of this. But there, Kurt Angle got enough where he was able to stop, turn around, and look at those shots that he's throwing on the head. But Abyss comes right back, and look at the eyes of Angle. It's like he almost knocked him out.
You can't blame Angle under the circumstances here. But what he's doing is he's falling directly into a trap set by Abyss. Kurt Angle has to out-wrestle someone the size of the monster Abyss. When it gets down to a brawl like we're witnessing here, falls count anywhere, all over the arena, you know Abyss is going to have that edge.
He was using one of the fans to hide himself, kind of using him as a hostage, so to speak, but all that did was fire up Abyss. I mean, Abyss is a freight train right now that can't be stopped. It doesn't matter what Kurt Angle does. Abyss has one direction. That's forward right now.
And look at this. As he goes throughout the crowd, you can just sense it. All the TNA fans slapping Abyss on the back, firing him up, and oh boy, Angle is in deep, deep trouble.
I mean, where's Kurt gonna go? He's now found himself all the way over to the other side of the bleachers. He's walked the entire length. And the crowd moving out of the way. And look at this. Abyss goes right after him. Another shot to the head. How many shots to the head has he given Kurt Angle already tonight?
Angle absolutely in no man's land. That's a long, long drop from up there. Kurt hanging on for dear life, my God.
Look at him just trying to grab something to get himself back over, and he's able to do it. Oh, and he rakes the eyes. That just shows you what a veteran he is. Now he gets himself back down as he kind of had his toes caught in that fencing, and now bringing the boots to Abyss.
Let's be honest, a simple move like the rake of the eyes can be the great equalizer in this match. And boy, Angle really getting out of dodge, dropping down from the bleachers. And here comes Abyss down the steps, I'm sure trying to get his vision that was impaired, trying to get it back. And now he's got Angle right at the safety rail.
Well, again, the barrier stopped Kurt Angle. He couldn't get over it fast enough. Well, Abyss is going to help him over it. Just kind of take him by the back of the head and send him around. Kurt Angle just trying to find anywhere. Oh, that's what you do, though. Kick. He tries to rake the eyes again. But Abyss just grabbing those fingers, but it's not enough.
Angle goes over to the ringside area. Picks up a steel chair. Abyss, I don't think, sees this coming.
Oh, right to the gut.
He just jabbed him with it right in the midsection.
Oh.
And then just... Did you hear that shot?
Oh, it's right here in front of us. You can just feel the waffling. I mean, the vibration of that chair. And think about this. It's not just the back. Underneath that, the clothing is a burn back. Still suffering from those burns from Bound for Glory. They don't heal in a month, folks. And Kurt Angle knows it. Now Kurt trying to find his way out of here as Abyss crawling on all fours.
He's on hands and knees right here next to us at the broadcast table. Abyss trying to get it back together. And Angle turns around up at the top of the ramp. It's almost as if Angle now senses that he's got Abyss. But look at this.
Oh my gosh! Unbelievable! Oh my God! Kurt Angle just did a freaking somersault off of the top of the stage, right on top of Abyss. Let's look at this again. Look at the two. Oh, how did he get himself? Look at this again. Oh my God, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. Kurt Angle, that's how you turn this thing around.
Boy, just inches right away from us here at the broadcast table. Angle laying in those shots, those right hands to the top of the head, and Abyss gets right back up to his feet. Look at Abyss fight back.
Abyss, absolutely unbelievable that he could get to his feet after what Kurt did. Unbelievable. And look at Abyss. I mean, how do you get up from that? That just shows you how focused Abyss is, Mike. And Kurt's got to be thinking, what on earth do I got to do?
Abyss takes Angle and throws him face first right into that wall, just totally unprotected. And look how quickly this match has turned in Abyss's favor, just like that. It looked like Angle totally on fire when he went high-risk somersaulting off the top.
What's he got planned here is Kurt Angle doesn't even know where he is, and now he's got that grip around the neck applied. Is he gonna choke slam him on the concrete? Like he was gonna try, but it's a kick in the nuts to stop that.
Low blow stops what appeared to be a choke slam on the concrete floor. Angle get his confidence back.
Oh my God, they just busted through the wall! Kurt Angle just went right into Abyss, and I mean the force just knocked him right through the wall. This is unreal. I mean, the crowd felt it, the crowd knew it. Let's show this again. Look at this, Mike.
Look at the force. Look at the impact there of the shoulder block from Angle. The contact made with someone near 400 pounds, and he just drove him directly through the wooden wall.
As we're looking on again at another replay shot, I mean, Kurt Angle just was a raging bull. Charged right into him and took him out as they're now looking at him as these guys, well, wait a minute, they're not even there, they're gone.
Fans here in the impact zone sensing that Angle and Abyss, well, they're momentarily out of camera range. We have lost sight of them.
No, nobody knows where they're at. The crowd now, you can see they're getting anxious as they're looking over, trying to find out. They went through the wall. Obviously, they're back there, but we don't have any contact. We don't have a play. Did you just see this? Kurt Angle just got busted through this side of the wall, right here in front of us. Unbelievable.
Abyss stalking Angle. I didn't even see that when we were trying to get a camera in position, and all of a sudden I heard you just say, here comes Angle through the wall. Uh-oh, look out. Angle tries to take the guardrail, throw it at Abyss, but no effect. Angle runs again, but he's running right to the ring, and look at Abyss right on him.
This is unreal. The monster Abyss can't be stopped. I mean, think about the shot that Kurt Angle gave him. Then on the other side, Abyss somehow busts him through this side of the wall. I mean, this is a war. This is an absolute war. Oh, man, Kurt Angle drop kicked the knee.
Smart move by Angle, because now all of a sudden, there's not that big force behind any kind of offense of Abyss, taking him down to the mat. Look at Angle trying to sneak up on Abyss.
Oh, another kick to the back of the knee this time. I mean, Kurt Angle's just trying any kind of a game plan. Just something that he can focus on. Obviously, he's got to somehow bring down this giant tree. And another shot to the back of the leg.
And Abyss down. Angle just begging him to get to his feet in anticipation of yet another kick, another shot to the leg. Here comes Angle at him again, but that time Abyss dropped him with the clothesline.
Well, Abyss was able not only to get to his feet, but he was able to look Kurt Angle square in the eyes. Saw him coming that time. And one thing about Abyss, he's just been relentless. He's been unstoppable tonight. Going after him again and just pulls that 350 pounds right on top of Kurt Angle.
Brings him out, side slam, mid-ring, near leg hook, and oh, Slick Johnson down and just inches away from the pin and the win for Abyss over Angle.
So close, so close. Look at the expression on Abyss's face. He knows what's going on here tonight. He knows this is special. And you can see he's going to take him up again and give him another. And there's no way Kurt can handle another shock treatment, and he knows it.
Angle slides down up. Oh my God!
Unbelievable ankle slam. You got to be kidding. 2, not enough.
I don't know whether I'm more shocked that Angle got the 350-pounder up to the Angle slam or the fact that Abyss kicked out.
This has just been, I mean, you gotta be impressed with both of these guys. This is why Kurt Angle is the leader of the main event mafia. This is why Abyss is one of the greatest big men. Oh, he just punched the chair right back into the face of the Olympic gold medalist. My God, he's incredible tonight.
Angle down, Angle out. Abyss picks up the chair and he's gonna wedge it between the top and middle rope to put it in play as a weapon here. A weary Angle, barely able to get up to a knee, but then comes back, looks like he was playing possum. That's exactly what he was doing.
And again, kicking those knees, kicking those legs. Oh, but he's able to block. Oh, how about that shot? He blocks it, and then he gets the low blow by Abyss, and then he just uses his head like a battering ram into the chair.
Flings him right into the chair. Here he goes. Gonna goozle him.
Oh, what a
Slam.
choke slam. 1, 2, done. No way did Kurt kick out of that. No freaking way.
Abyss senses that he's got Angle in a position that you rarely see Kurt Angle in a wrestling match. Pulls him over to the middle of the ring. Steel chair gonna come into play one more time. He lays out the steel chair against the prone body of Kurt Angle. What could he be doing here?
Oh, he's just measuring, he's just getting his breath. He knows this is the finishing blow. He knows if he hits it, Mike, it's over. He's got to get the full weight on that chair, and I mean, think about it. Could crush the ribs, but he took too long, and Kurt Angle played possum and got out of the way.
Angle able to slide out and now pick up the chair, and as Abyss gets...
Oh!
My God, you can just hear that sick thud as steel meets flesh. The shot to the top of the head, and now Angle positions the chair across Abyss, and Angle gonna go moonsault.
No way! He just hit the moonsault on the chair, and look at Abyss! Abyss, you're kidding! Was able to push him off. Man, we're watching something special here, folks.
Oh, you can just feel it. Crowd, from the absolute moment these two hit the ring, they have been on fire. And needless to say, this Falls Count Anywhere match has not let us down. Abyss catches Angle right in mid-move, sets him up to the shoulder. Remember, the chair's still there if he wants to use it.
Oh, could it be a pile driver? Oh, but look at Kurt worked his way to the ankle, and now he's got it since.
Gonna go tombstone, but not the case. Instead, there it is. That's the way that you break that ankle lock. Use the free leg. Black hole slam.
Black hole slam. 1, 2. Oh, come on. Unreal.
He's used the shock treatment. He's used the choke slam. He's used the black hole slam. And every time, Kurt Angle miraculously has kicked out.
He's punched chairs in his face. He's thrown him through walls. I mean, think about Abyss and what he's taken. I mean, Kurt's thrown everything at him. Maybe the greatest forward moonsault off a stage we've ever seen. And Abyss got up. And Kurt, look at him. It's like he wants to get out of here. It's like, what more can I do? I can't beat him. He knows it. And Abyss senses it as Abyss comes after him.
Angle on hands and knees, finally gets up to his feet, and Kurt going through the guardrail one more time, trying to avoid Abyss. Where's Angle headed? You can see that he's backed on by the Spanish broadcast table. Willie Urbina, Hector Guerrero trying to move out of the way.
Look at this, he just pushes
him. Oh my God.
He just pushes him right off of their table. Oh man, he's figuring, what do I gotta do? Well then he's gonna, look at this. He's crawling up even higher. And Abyss only has one thing in mind, and that's following.
Angle kicking at Abyss, and Angle, I don't know how high he can go. I don't think he can climb to the roof, but he's climbing up the scaffolding to try and get away, and Abyss is right there. Abyss is just right underneath him.
Kurt trying to find a place of power, but he's got himself stuck. as Abyss brings him down and then hits him in the head, and you can just see Kurt slink down.
Look at the motion from Abyss, pointing down to the Spanish broadcast table below. You know what he wants to do, Don? He wants to take him and slam him from way up there through the table.
I'll tell you what, I don't know how these guys are even still breathing. Oh man, he's got him up. He's got him, he's gonna press slam him right on the table. But Kurt fights it, turns him around, and gets that uppercut and smashes Abyss right through the Spanish announce table. What a shot!
European uppercut from the scaffolding. Abyss crashing, just completely demolishing the Spanish broadcast table. Angle cover.
1, 2, got it.
Your winner, Kurt Angle.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was freaking awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your special guest referee, Dr. Stevie.
Well, no question,
Yes.
the Monster Abyss is going to have his work cut out for him in this match, and this is a case of Mick Foley flaunting his power as the executive shareholder as he names, well, Abyss's former therapist, Dr. Stevie, as the special referee, and then, you know, Foley even goes as far as banning thumbtacks from this Monsters Ball match.
Yeah, something tells me Stevie's not going to call it down the middle.
Daddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bound for Glory continues with the Monsters Ball match scheduled for one fall to a finish. In this match, there is no disqualification, and anything goes. Introducing first, he stands 6 feet 8 inches tall. He weighs 350 pounds. He is the Monster.
Well, if anybody watching Bound for Glory right now has never witnessed Abyss compete, you're in for something unique. Because that's Mick Foley with a bat wrapped in barbed wire to the back of Abyss.
No ring entrance required for Mick Foley, and you hear the opening bell signifying and signaling that this Monsters Ball match officially underway. And Foley strikes first and strikes effectively with the barbed wire bat.
We heard Mick Foley say earlier that he sacrificed his body for himself, for his success. He being Mick Foley, not for Abyss. He just feels that Abyss is a carbon copy ripoff of him. You know, honestly, I don't think that's true. I mean, I don't. Do you?
No, not in the least, especially when you look at what the Monster Abyss has accomplished here in TNA. Foley hits the neck breaker up on the ramp, and the hardcore legend's going to climb.
Okay, this is all legal. Monsters Ball. This is just straight up unsettling physicality and violence, ladies and gentlemen. Good chance it's going to get very ugly.
And Abyss going to follow suit. And as Foley
What's going on here?
is climbing up that stage, we see that Abyss is right there as well to meet him up the truss. And
Well, where's Mick trying to go? I mean, if he was going to jump on top of Abyss, Abyss is climbing. Well, maybe Mick wants to get down, but he's got to punch Abyss in the face a bunch of times before he gets down.
maybe Foley anticipated that he had Abyss worn down to the point that he could inflict more damage, like those shots are one after the other. And Abyss goes right through the entrance ramp. The 350 pounds of the monster from the top, and look at this.
Only about a couple of minutes into this match, and already carnage. Mick Foley had to hit him with about 20 right hands in the face and head.
It's those rapid fire shots, one after the other, knocked Abyss off the truss, and as you can see, put him right through the staging.
There's the referee. It's Dr. Stevie, which he's a little bit demented himself.
Yeah, just a little.
Okay. Well, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Foley not satisfied with Abyss going through. Let's take a look here. Watch this as Abyss comes crashing.
Just a nasty landing by the Monster Abyss. I mean, this is Mick Foley's world right here, man. These type of matches.
And look at Dr. Stevie. We talked about how Foley was flaunting his power, and now the referee, and you said there's no way that Dr. Stevie could call this right down the middle, and that's what we're seeing. It's almost as if he's cheerleading. Now, there it is. He's cheerleading Mick Foley.
Oh, yeah, he's a doctor. You think he'd be helping out Abyss, but he's not a general practitioner. He's more of a twisted psychologist.
Good job. He's patting him on the back as they come back towards the ringside area, and Abyss is still up in no man's
so
land.
what is the deal? Is the match over? Is Abyss done? I don't know what's going on here. The referee, you're right, is what Mick and...
Well, Abyss is finding one way or another.
Just came through the ramp.
Sure.
What the hell is that about?
Oh, and he meets Foley head on.
How did he get through the ramp? I don't understand how he got under the ramp.
God, how did he get from point A to point B? That's what I want to know, too. Uh-oh, Abyss takes that trash can full of weapons and tosses it into the ring.
You don't want Abyss to build momentum on you. He's a large, dangerous man.
And he's taking apart the steel guardrail from the ringside area. This is where it gets very dangerous here.
Well, yeah.
Oh, no, and now he's going to take one of the barbed wire boards.
Abyss has got some bad intentions on his mind, Mike. What kind of twisted idea or concept does Abyss have in his mind? Whatever it is, I don't blame him. I'd want to do the same thing to Foley.
Yeah, especially after what Foley just did to him. Here comes the trash can, and Abyss saw that one coming. Wow.
Well, that's definitely not the first time that Mick's been hit with a trash can, and I think not the last, because
there's another one. Yep. Safe prediction from Taz, and comes true. And you see Abyss as he turns around and looks for whatever weapon he wants to employ next. You saw the eye contact that he made with Dr. Stevie.
And now that's the second barbed wired board.
He set up one outside the ring, and now he's going to take this one and bring it inside.
They don't sell those at Home Depot, right? I don't think, no, I don't think so. No way. Abyss nails that. Oh, I thought he was gonna nail that choke slam on that barbed wire.
Oh, no.
Oh,
double arm DDT.
oh man, look, what's Dr. Stevie doing? Wow, just slapping Abyss.
Helping out Foley with the beat down. You know he's not beyond that, and now the barbed wire bat into the head.
This is graphic here.
And gruesome at the same time. Level of violence that we all knew was a part of Monsters Ball, but now it's become a reality.
Mick Foley with that weapon in his hand, that deranged weapon in his hand. Oh my God, no.
Oh, you said it a couple of weeks ago, Taz. You said the evil, the dark side of Mick Foley was about to emerge, and you were right on the money.
Yeah, I've seen that side of Mick Foley, and it's not one to play with. He could be a fun-loving guy and all that stuff for a while, and then now you see Abyss is split open, man.
Oh, and the blood flowing.
I think Abyss's arm might be bleeding also.
Yeah, from the head of Abyss as well as the arm.
Well,
one of the graphic elements of Monsters Ball. Foley goes back first into the barbed wire.
Oh my!
You see where it wraps around his head and hair?
Pull his hair out. Lord knows what it's doing to his skin.
Here comes Abyss.
Oh! Get it off him, God! It's.
Oh, and Dr. Stevie helps out as the barbed wire board goes right on top of the monster. Watch out, Foley!
It's a barbed wire sandwich! It's a barbed wire sandwich and then an elbow.
More difficult to watch by the minute. Foley covers.
Pin him already.
No.
God.
I mean, how much more can Abyss take?
Crazy enough, I think more. I mean, really. These guys are both like masochists, both of them. Got some sick people in our audience.
And Foley bringing more barbed wire in, and Dr. Stevie just brought that bag over. Wonder what's in there. Now, wait a minute. That's the thumbtacks that Mick Foley banned from this match.
I know, but wait a minute. Mick said if Abyss uses the tacks, then he loses. He said that on Impact in the past. If Abyss uses the tacks, then Abyss loses the match.
And Dr. Stevie, I think, reminding Abyss of that, and just as Abyss was going to chokeslam Foley into the tacks.
Oh, it's a hardcore double standard. He just...
Shock treatment, backbreaker for Dr. Stevie.
I'm kind of glad that... Wait, that's Daphne.
And she brought something.
She's still zombie hot, whatever she brought.
She slid something into Mick Foley. Foley's got...
What is she? I don't know if it's got a clippers. Look at their clippers. Or maybe that's...
Or is it a taser?
Nah, that's not a taser. I can't tell what it is.
What he's got in his hand.
It's definitely a foreign object. A little old school on you. Oh my God, what the hell is that?
I think he did tase him with it.
Tase? Well, like electrocuted him.
And they're calling down another referee from the back to slide in and pin.
He's got him. Two. Wait a minute.
The other referee came in.
Well, what, both referees dirty? I mean, is he dirty too? What's going on here?
Started to put in the count.
He had him beat, I think.
I guess he determined that Abyss got the shot. I don't know.
Well, now look at Mick Foley, Mr. Sacco. Got a barbed wire mustache. Oh!
And Abyss able to come up with the drop toe hold. Foley into the barbed wire. Here's two. And Dr. Stevie pulls that
Wow. Referee Jamie Tucker got drilled by the official who is the official of this match, Dr. Stevie. Definitely some shenanigans and tomfoolery going on here in this Monsters Ball match. And now Zombie Hot herself, Daphne. Oh my God, no, no! Oh!
Daphne gets chokeslammed right into the barbed wire board.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
That was sick. That girl has got to be destroyed. Somebody help her. And Dr. Stevie, the referee, is berserk right now. Oh my God!
Black hole slam. Unprotected back first into the tacks.
Look at it, Stevie's back.
Foley up. Foley chokeslammed into the barbed wire.
Where is the ref? We need a referee. Stevie's the ref. He's loaded with thumbtacks.
And Abyss is dragging him over. And Abyss is going to have Dr. Stevie make the count.
I guess it's official.
The monster, Abyss.
That was one of the strangest, oddest,
Sickest, most violent,
twisted situations I've ever witnessed.
From Los Angeles, California, Eli Drake.
Eli Drake has been on a quest to rid professional wrestling of a hardcore style. It brought out the likes of Tommy Dreamer. It brought out Raven, Don, athletes, men that you've known for decades who wear that hardcore style like a badge of honor. And Eli Drake wants to erase that from the annals of time in pro wrestling.
And his opponents, weighing in at 350 plus pounds, he is the monster, Abyss.
And this crowd is electric for the return of the monster, Josh, to the insane asylum that is Nashville, Tennessee. The Impact Wrestling Hall of Famer, who was born here in this asylum. Don, you guys ran together in the early 2000s. What's it like to be in the ring next to the monster? Terrifying. as Abyss sends things into the ring, Eli Drake is going to think about what he can use. Look into the eyes of the monster.
Look at the size of this man. About 360 pounds, 6'6".
And Eli Drake from behind. Eli Drake used that staple gun to get the jump on the monster.
Eli Drake said he'd use the gravy train in the first minute. We'll see if he's setting the big man up.
This is Monsters Ball. It is the specialty match of Abyss. You want to talk about hardcore wrestling? Look no further than Abyss.
He's a living legend, originally recently put into the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame. And a more well-deserving candidate you will not find.
Such a special building for Abyss. Here in the Asylum, you saw Eli Drake standing.
Oh! The whole ring moved when Abyss hit the corner.
Right in front of where Abyss was born all those years ago.
Staple gun.
He's still going. Each and every one of those scars on the arms of Abyss tell a story of hardcore wrestling.
Well scouted by Eli.
Eli may have some scars at the end of this one, right? Sunset flip.
Yeah, I don't know that that's a good move in this match.
Abyss. Oh! Stapled his chest.
Ouch.
Abyss just put a staple into the chest of Eli Drake.
I think Eli tried to pull it out. He might have got it out.
Oh! Again, Monsters Ball. Anything goes. It's all legal.
And to the surprise of no one, this Monsters Ball match so far has been all the Monster Abyss.
You think about all the Monsters Ball matches that Abyss has had in his career, the damage that he's done, the careers that he's shortened, his own career that he's most likely shortened.
He's brutalized his own body. He's destroyed other people. He's left a wake of carnage behind him.
Strategically setting up those tables where there's no padding on the entryway. You never know what's going through the mind of the monster. Oh!
Chokeslam coming.
Eli trying to fight free, trying to do anything he can.
Rake of the face.
And Eli
sent out into the crowd. Great sidestep there by the monster.
They're separating the fans. Oh, and a low blow. That's one way to stop the monster.
Doesn't matter how much of a monster you are, how big you are, you kick someone in the groin, you're gonna drop them.
And what does Eli Drake have in store here? Production case.
Yeah, probably weighs about 200 pounds. This ref better be careful. Eli is motivated tonight.
Oh!
In the midsection, that'll break your ribs.
Eli took his attention off of Abyss momentarily. You know, Don, while we have a second, while these two are looking to do more damage, what's your take on Eli's quest to rid the world of hardcore wrestling?
I might have some similar opinions about that, but I think there's a better way in terms of your own self-preservation, your own career, than getting into a Monsters Ball match with a man who created it.
Do you believe that Eli is the last of a dying breed?
Well, I think that might be a bit of a stretch. Eli says a lot of things for effect, but that I think he actually believes.
Eli Drake's a former world champion. He would love to get back in the championship picture. A victory over Abyss and Monsters Ball would certainly help Eli's case.
Suckered him in.
Oh! Abyss still on his feet. 3 garbage can shots off the skull, and the monster's down to his knees. Oh boy.
Got him caught in the ropes. Kind of rocking back and forth.
Oh, Eli's talking trash now.
Oh yeah, he's got him where he wants it.
Building up speed and momentum. Oh my!
Oh, overhead belly to belly through the tables, over the top rope, and Eli might be dead.
Drake's body cleared the first table. He crashed through the second table. And Eli is still down. One more look at this. Eli thought he had Abyss dead to rights. Ow! And now the monster can go to work.
Yeah, it had been all Eli Drake there for about 5 minutes. Thought he had Abyss set up, and for those who don't think Abyss is good at strategy, he suckered Eli in and may have finished him off.
Well, when Monster's ball, despite all the punishment that he takes, well, I was gonna say the longer it goes, the more it benefits the Monster.
I'll give you 3 guesses what's in that bag, Josh, and the first 2 don't count.
I think I only need 1. We're gonna see some razor sharp Abyss specialty. Thousands and thousands. Of thumbtacks.
God.
He plans on putting Eli Drake's body into those thumbtacks.
Black hole slam coming.
Got him. Tight grip. Eli fighting free.
He's picking him up. He's trying to get them out of the ring here.
Oh, he threw.
Oh, he hit the ref in the face. The ref took the tacks in the eye. What the hell is Eli Drake thinking? Abyss ducking out of the way.
Eli got caught. Black hole slam, but the referee is
can't see.
blinded.
He can't see. Come on. I mean, let's check on this kid, but let's get another ref out here. That kid took a tack to the eye.
Multiple tacks.
That'll scratch a cornea, that'll do damage.
Abyss had the match won, but no official. Eli goes up and over. Abyss goes into the steel chair.
Both men down. Referee blind.
And Eli Drake.
Looks like it's the left eye of the ref.
For the referee, he's back into the match as much as he can be. Credit to this young man.
Abyss rolling out to the floor. I'm guessing to find some more plunder.
Eli's got the steel chair inside the ring, bruised all over his body.
Yeah, he's welted up. Oh no!
Janice!
That is terrifying! Oh my God! The toothless, demented smile of the monster as he grabs Janice with the intent of splitting Eli in half, no doubt.
Eli Drake looks like he's seen a ghost. Janice in the hands of Abyss. And Eli, why not? The most dangerous weapon ever thought of. And oh, goose. Tex!
Oh my God! The last of a dying breed has got about 100 tacks in his pack. Look at that! God!
And you don't need to be a lip reader to see what Eli said. Shoulders down. And Eli kicked out.
Eli trying to pick some of those tacks out of his arm.
The more he goes back on his back, though, Don, the deeper they go, as you see one more time. Human pincushion. Everywhere he goes, more tacks are going into his body.
What a renaissance for the monster coming back. He's in the face, in the face.
Eli, steel chair off the back.
Drops the monster to his knees.
Where's he going now?
What is this?
What is he?
Oh, those are zip ties. What's he doing?
Used by our ring crew.
And used by police to restrain people.
And he's gonna zip tie his. He's gonna zip tie Abyss's hands together.
He's gonna try.
Puts two together. And he's got the monster trapped.
Oh, he cinched that up. Abyss able to break free, and Eli's gonna wear him out with the chair. Abyss too strong, couldn't be constrained by the zip ties, but he's gonna come up short against the steel chair. I promise you that.
Yeah, plan A doesn't work, go after plan B.
God, look at him. This is brutal. Someone needs to stop this. Abyss won't go down. He won't stay down. That's about 20 shots with a chair by Eli Drake. My God.
Eli says count him. Eli with the cover. And Eli Drake is shocked. Then Abyss kicked out at two. Look at the back.
Oh my God.
And now,
that's the paddle that he's been wearing people out with.
become the signature weapon of Eli Drake. Oh! Multiple shots!
He broke it over his head, Josh!
How much more can Abyss take? Cover! Shoulders down, and Monster's ball goes to Eli Drake.
Ladies and gentlemen,